Namaste. Let us start our journey. Close your eyes gently. Find out the most comfortable position of your body, preferably sitting. Align all the parts of the body, being aware of it. What I'm saying is being comfortable. Being means you do not become comfortable. Check it. Is the mind struggling to be comfortable, or you are? We have been learning in being comfortable, paying more attention to the objective side. Let us do that and then we will return to the higher awareness. So, mentally look at the neck joint, be there, feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So, this is an objective side. You experience first the neck joint, and you experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. It is an experience taking place in the mind. Then, so called, we look inside, we find the space or emptiness or blankness. One day we will explore whether this emptiness or blankness is real or it is projected by the mind. So that space is awareness, and awareness is the space. Look at the entire body. Again, we are looking at an object, which is the body. We experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. That too an object. Every experience taking place in the mind is an object, not a subject. What we are discovering is subject, subjective reality, the knower. And again, when we see the space, space is awareness, and awareness is space. Awareness of the body. So there is an awareness and the body. There is a knower. Knower is awareness and object is the body. Experience, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So there are two things we should be aware of. One, what we experience, and the other is the experiencer. One is the object to be known, and the other is the knower or the seer. So when I say awareness of the body, that awareness is independent, and the body is also independent. Awareness is not only independent but never changing. So, are we practicing meditation? Yes, when we are aware of the knower and the known. So, the known is constantly changing. How it is changing? You are aware of the body awareness and the body. Now you see your object changes from body to an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness, but awareness of the experience. Again, the experience changes to blankness, darkness, emptiness, plus awareness. To have a knowledge, to be aware, means two things are always there. In fact, the entire journey of the meditation, so called, would be complete if we are aware of the knower and the known, the object and the subject. And that is what we are learning in being comfortable. And same thing can happen in being carefree. So we are learning that, like the three-lane highway, we have a three lanes of the mind, the mental highway. Lane number one has thoughts. They are unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. Lane does not change. We change and shift to from one lane to the second lane to the third. So on the mental highway, the lane one, unwanted, unwanted, unwelcome thoughts are there. It's okay. You're just aware. You are the lane one. You are not what is going on in the lane one. We are going a little deeper. So now the lane two, in our couple of last sessions we understood, lane two is the intellect. It is a free will. It is an observer of what is happening in the lane one. So it is not taking any decision, it is just acts as an observer. Why? You separate all the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts from you. From you means the I thought. From I thought is the intellect. So what happens? No unwanted, unwelcome thoughts can dictate and influence you at this moment. What a relief. Late one is just like you are just outside your house and there is a storm. You are aware of the storm. You open the door and close it. The storm remains outside. That is the intellect, plus the I thought. So, what happens? You rush inside the home, close the door. Do you need to create a calmness in the house, or calmness is already there? That is the lane three. I know it in the beginning it's a little bit challenging because of our unconscious, subconscious habit and awareness, level of awareness. Lane one, unwanted, unwelcome thoughts. Lane two, you are in knower. The moment you recognize the knower, it's a cognitive ability. You see yourself, you are in the lane three. Where is lane three? Calmness. What do you mean? I have a lot of unwanted thoughts and feeling and the sensations past and the memories, and you are saying you are calm because you are totally separate. Now you are totally separate from the storm. You are living within your house. Living outside your house, you get attached. That is the concept of attachment or identification is discussed in Gita. So now from the standpoint of mind, body is the outermost physical body. What about the breath? Breath is the immediate inside. Look at the breath. So when you look at the breath, the mind says it is moving. So that is one awareness. Mind also says there is a sensation of the breath. Mind also says sometime the breath changes. Means that harmony of the breath. Means sometimes the breath is longer and sometimes the breath is shorter. Sometimes the inhalation is longer and sometimes the exhalation. Am I capable of observing the breath? Knower changes, knower of the breath. Breath keep changing. So we need not to control it. We find the sensation keep changing. We find the rate and the rhythm is changing. We need not to do anything. We are just watching, but awareness is one. There is only one awareness, if I say so, for the sake of understanding. When we make the mind subtle, or I would say, we enter into the subtler mind, it is easy to purify. And go deeper. But sometimes we cannot do in the early stages of our practices in the journey to the self-discovery. It's okay. Then we can use the breath. Yes, no issue. Let us see clearly the knower at present is awareness. Sometimes this knower knows the breath as a whole. Sometimes the knower knows the breath is moving, that is object. Sometimes the knower knows the breath and the sensation. Sometimes the awareness of the knower and the breath recognizes the rhythm of the breath, and we are just watching. One Upanishad explains this is a I thought and the real I. By an example of the two birds are sitting on a tree. Conceptualize and visualize this example. Realize means recognize, means cognitive ability. So the two birds look alike, sitting on a tree. The tree is the world where we make an effort, think, speak, act, all our habits, negative, positive, everything. That is the tree. And the one of the two birds, one bird keeps on jumping from one branch of the tree to the other. This is the I thought. And the second bird is sitting just present, watching, aware. That is the real I, that is the real knower. And then what is the I thought? I thought is also a knower. Why it is jumping? Because I thought claims I'm the real knower. That's why it is jumping from one branch of a tree to the other. That is why it is jumping from the one thought to the other. That is why it is jumping from one work to the second work. But that real I, that second bird keeps sitting That is the real I. That is the pure awareness. Looking the entire tree and looking also the jumping of this I thought, the second bird. Are you getting it? I believe so. So, are we doing anything? No, we are not doing anything. So, what we are or the state we are in, you can say we are in a higher state, but that cannot be recognized easily. So that is why we go for the breath mindfulness, and there are hundreds of steps in the practices. So now we go for a semi effort, or I would say semi active or semi passive step. So, first thing that you look at the breath, very good. Look at the breath that is going in and out, that is good. So, the first, we drop Shantoham. We drop Shantoham in and out of the breath and check if we can really drop the mantra on incoming and outgoing breath. No doubt it is an indirect, it's a lower step than the previous one, but it should not be undermined. When we do this step during the day, all the time, for a couple of weeks and the months, the previous states can easily be recognized. That is the relation between the so-called the lower and the higher step. We are not focusing, no concentration is required. We are just aware of the breath and aware of the breath in and out. So that in breath we drop, in the out breath we drop mantra to recognize. To make the mind subtler. Understand, please. Mind returns to the same object. What is that object here? The mantra and the in and out breath. Is Patanjali way of doing meditation, but the previous step was Gita way of doing the meditation. Both have their own advantages and both have their own flaws. At present, you are aware that the mind consciously repeats, means it becomes aware of the incoming and the outgoing breath, and it drops the Shantoha. In between, we can find some unwanted, unwelcome thoughts, and that we are very clear. If we are in the lane 2, then only you can drop the mantra on the breath. Awareness of the breath, Shantoha. Awareness of the breath, Shantoham. There is a first bird which I explained before is just presence. The second bird is the I thought that drops Shantoham on the breath. Shantuham, aware of the breath going in and out. It's a non-verbal dropping of the Shantuham on the breath that is going in and out. Now we will move from one experience to another experience by I thought with awareness or with so-called the knower. Both are knower. So looking at the body, that means body awareness. Very good. So body awareness is an experience, object, plus awareness. So called when we say deeper, so we have another experience of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, plus, if I say awareness. It is exactly the same thing. The storm is outside, and you rush inside the home, close the door, and you are sitting there. Means inaction, means just awareness. Or we can say recognition, or we can say knower. So when we say look within, look inside the body, that simply means we are looking for calmness and quietness. Calmness and quietness, less awareness. So are we not aware of the sound and other thoughts and the feeling and the sensations? No, we are all aware of everything, but we experience as if we are too far. We are too far to be disturbed by any thought, feeling, sensation, or whatever is happening in the world, like two birds on a tree. There we recognize. There, the other bird which keeps sitting unaffected is recognized, is realized. So, this is another totally passive way of going deeper. So it depends on our evolution. You are aware of the entire world outside. So you means awareness in the world. World plus awareness. Room where you are sitting plus awareness. Then the body plus awareness. Then the sensation, relaxation, and stillness plus awareness. That awareness is not changing. Calmness and quietness plus awareness. Insight, peace plus awareness. That peace is coming from the bird just sitting. And the entire movement is done by the bird that is jumping. Mind by nature is Rajoguna in us. So we help the mind to keep in Rajoguna. How? Just moving from one experience to the other so that it moves to Sato Guna easily. That is the step here. So if you have taken this step lightly with that new understanding, with that with that new understanding, we can make it deeper. Awareness plus the world outside. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Calmness and quietness. Peace. So, when the mind is filled with the impurities, the I thought claims the peace is mine, I did something. But the fact is that peace is the nature of the bird who is sitting. We can force the I thought to declare that yes, I have recognized. That recognition is done by still the I thought. So basically, the interpretational problem, that ignorance is still there. And that is why We always do the Shanti mantra in the very beginning of every session. Here we are doing it. Now, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. So, interpretation. First, we should know the meaning. Let everyone be happy. Then, our objective is happiness, and object is happiness. We recognize by learning that happiness is the essential nature of all the species, including the humans. We cannot get away with the essential nature. Means sorrow, suffering, duality, and a conflict are not my nature. And if I experience them, it is due to ignorance. Sarve santu niramaya, sarve santu niramaya, sarve santu niramaya, sarve santu niramaya. May there be well-being, for the very well-being is the nature of the existence. So we are removing the interpretational doubt in this meditation also. So yes, well-being is the essential nature. Existence, the essential nature is the well-being, harmony. Oh, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Let everyone be blessed, or the grace and the blessing should fall upon each and every being on this universe. Why we say that? That is the very nature of the existence. If the existence leaves breathing on us, we will definitely forget the breathing and we will die. So existence says, no, I love you, I'm blessing you. How come I'm blessing you? I will take care of the breath all the time. That is one part of it. We take our food, digested by the existence, the intelligence of the existence there. Ma kaschid dukkha bhagu bhavi, ma kaschid दुख भाग भवे मां कश्चित् दुख भाग भवे. Let none suffer from misery in the world. Why we say that? Because we are not worthy of suffering. Mind still seeks that, no, I want to do something. Okay, do something. Shantoham, without the breath. There is of, another way is what? Look inside the cave of your heart. Find the space. Find the space inside. Pick a point. So you're making the mind subtle. That is the joy. And then on that point you drop Shantoham. So we are engaging the mind and we are doing such a simple step. And if the mind is able to follow every time you look at the chest or the center of the chest, then you look inside step by step, then you look the space inside, then you see the point in the space, and then you drop the mantra and leave it. Check the self absorption, and if it is there, wonderful. Self absorption means what the mind is not asking anything more. Well, if it is not asking, remain there. If it is asking, you repeat the same step. What is beautiful and important? Just check. Can you extend the 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 meditation for a longer period? Almost an hour of this. If you can extend without any objection of the mind, maybe for another 15 minutes more or half an hour more, or the mind has no objections, you keep sitting. Will surely reveal. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your Buddha palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. It is always good to sit for another half an hour as it is, and internally you are contemplating and reflecting to see what has happened during the practice will go a long way.